That's terrible what you've done, Matt. I don't know how you can live with just a... Hey, that's you, isn't it? Hey, people are right about you. You are a sexual deviant through and through. Get off YouTube and don't come back. Get off YouTube and don't come back. Hey, people are right about you. You are a sexual deviant through and through. Get off YouTube and don't come back. Get off YouTube and don't come back. Started the night with the cam in your hand. Live stream shame across the land. Comments fly, the mods attack. Still you dance, there's no turning back. Insult babs, Isley mood. Saying she's dead, you sang that tune. No regrets, you double down. You're the disco devil of this town. That's terrible what you've done, Matt. I don't know how you can live with yourself. But hey, that's you, isn't it? Hey, people are right about you. You are a sexual deviant through and through. Get off YouTube and don't come back. Get off YouTube and don't come back. Hey, people are right about you. You are a sexual deviant through and through. Get off YouTube and don't come back. Get off YouTube and don't come back. People are right about you. You are a sexual deviant through and through. Get off YouTube and don't come back. Get off YouTube and don't come back. Get off YouTube and don't come back. Strut in the night with a camera in your hand. Live stream shame across the land. Comments fly, the mods attack. Still you dance, there's no turning back. Insult babs, Isley mood. Saying she's dead, you sang that tune. No regrets, you double down. You're the disco devil of this town. That's terrible what you've done, Matt. I don't know how you can live with yourself. But hey, that's you, isn't it? Hey, people are right about you. You are a sexual deviant through and through. Get off YouTube and don't come back. Get off YouTube and don't come back. Hey, people are right about you. You are a sexual deviant through and through. Get off YouTube and don't come back. Get off YouTube and don't come back. That's you, what you've done. Hey, that's you, isn't it? You are a sexual deviant. Get off YouTube. Now squat with shame and spin like your shadow band. Squat with shame and spin like your shadow band. Fast-paced, this is a go-style song with repetitive bumping beats, electric funk guitar, hypnotic bass, a robotic face, and robotics. I'm not legal and right about you. I'm a sexual deviant through and through. Get off YouTube and don't come back. Get off YouTube and don't come back. I'm not legal and right about you. I'm a sexual deviant through and through. Get off YouTube and don't come back. Get off YouTube and don't come back. In the night with the cam in your hand. Live stream shame across the land. Comments fly, the mods attack. Still you dance, there's no turning back. Console that, Isley moon. Saying she's dead, you sang that tune. No regrets, you double down. You're the disco devil of this town. That's terrible what you've done, Matt. I don't know how you can live with yourself. But hey ho, that's you, isn't it? I'm not legal and right about you. I'm a sexual deviant through and through. Get off YouTube and don't come back. Get off YouTube and don't come back. I'm not legal and right about you. I'm a sexual deviant through and through. Get off YouTube and don't come back. Get off YouTube and don't come back. I'm not. Come back. I love you, isn't it? Hey ho, that's you, isn't it? Disco energy, fast beat, hypnotic vibe, robotic, and whispering from the alien. I'm not legal and right about you. I'm a sexual deviant through and through. Get off YouTube and don't come back. Get off YouTube and don't come back. I'm not legal and right about you. I'm a sexual deviant through and through. Get off YouTube and don't come back. Get off YouTube and don't come back. I love you, isn't it? Hey ho, that's you, isn't it? Disco energy, fast beat, hypnotic vibe, robotic, and whispering from the alien. Too late in. A fast-paced pop song with repetitive pumping beats, electric funk guitar, hypnotic bass, and robotic. Following the lyrics and word. People have been right about you. I'm a sexual deviant through and through. night with a can in your hand. Live stream shit across the land. Come and fly, the mods attack. Still you dance, there's no turning back. Then so fast, this late moon. Saying she's dead, you sang that tune. No regrets, you double down. You're the disco devil of this town. Devil, what you done? Matt, I don't know how you can live with yourself. But hey, who, that's you, isn't it? Isn't it? People have to write about you. Are a sexual on TV and through and through. Get off YouTube and don't come back. Get off YouTube and don't come back. People have to write about you. Are a sexual on TV and through and through. Get off YouTube and don't come back. Get off YouTube and don't come back. That's you, isn't it? Hey, who, that's you, isn't it? Disco energy, fast beat, hypnotic vibe, robotic and whispering vocal layers. You are a sexual on TV and through. Get off YouTube and don't come back. Get off YouTube and don't come back. People have to write about you. Are a sexual on TV and through. Get off YouTube and don't come back. Get off YouTube and don't come back. That's you, isn't it? Hey, who? That's you, isn't it? Disco energy, fast beat, hypnotic vibe, robotic and whispering vocal layered in. Isn't it? Hey, who, that's you, isn't it? Disco energy, fast beat, hypnotic vibe, robotic and whispering vocal layered in.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. It's approximately 8 o'clock on Sunday the 9th of 2025, whenever 2025 is in the fucking whatever. It's MattTaylorTV, broadcasting live from Brighton. I'm your host, Matt Taylor. Hope everyone's well and dandy. Hope you've had a good Sunday. Thanks for joining me. Don't be shy, jump on in and say hi. First thing I want to do is check out what's going on at the BBC. So, there's no time like the present. Let's jump in and see what the hell is going on at the BBC. I don't know myself. So, apparently, from what I've heard, there's been some resignations. Let's dive in. BBC Director General Tim Davie and new CAO Deborah Turnus resign. All about Trump, apparently. The resignation of Tim Davie and Deborah Turnus, you could say, Turnus, it's a nice name, Turnus, comes after the Telegraph published details of a leaked internal BBC memo suggesting even Panorama edited a Donald Trump speech together so he appeared to explicitly encourage the Capitol Hill riots of January 2021. Oh, right. That's a bit naughty, man. Fucking hell. Fake news. Constructed news. The leaked memo came after Michael Prescott, a former independent external advisor to the broadcaster's editorial standards committee, he left the role in June. Prescott raised concerns over the Panorama documentary, Trump, A Second Chance, which was broadcast last year and made for the BBC by independent production company October Films Limited. In his speech in Washington, D.C. on 6th of January 2021, Trump said, "We're going to walk down to the Capitol and we're going to cheer on our brave senators and congressmen and women." However, in the panorama edit, he was shown saying, "We're going to walk down to the Capitol and I'll be there with you and we fight. We fight like hell." Right, I get it. Right, I never knew. First I know about this. Two sections of the speech that were edited together were more than 50 minutes apart. The fight like hell comment was taken from a section where Trump discussed how corrupt US elections were. In total, he used the word fight or fighting 20 times in the speech. Oh, Raj, it makes a lot of difference. No wonder they've resigned, and too bloody right they should resign. That's terrible. Bloody hell. Well, anyway, putting that aside, I don't want to go too much on about Den Tarragon, except to say I've asked to go on to Jupiter's panel just to explain to her audience what John Manoa and the King's flag was all about. Because, of course, so many people hear about it, but you hear about it from the people who call it a scam. And, you know, as far as I know, I'm about the only one out there who's kind of like calling out the misinformation. Now, of course, there are people, for example, John Manoa himself, Andy Devine, Frank McHale-Harron, but they are actually more predominantly active on Facebook. And I think I may well be the only person who has a personal insight into what John Manoa and the King's flag was all about, who's currently active on YouTube. And I think it's only fair, you know, for the purpose of partiality and, you know, independence and balance, that that Jupiter should have me onto our panel, and so I can explain to the audience exactly what John Manoa is all about and what the King's flag was all about. And it certainly wasn't about scamming people. That's the last thing what they were about. And in fact, the only scammers were the people who were calling John Manoa a scam. I mean, the very fact I heard Danny Jones, real name Lyndon Warden, boasting about flat packing. What did he say exactly? He said something like, I flat packed the scam by getting the guy arrested and deported from Heathrow. He stopped John Manoa entering the UK by ringing up his mate at Heathrow. So here we have an individual boasting about ruining a man's lifelong dreams and aspirations by underhanded techniques. And what blows my mind is the fact that there are a whole section of people who are kissing these people's arse still now. And it's frustrating because it's like watching a bunch of idiots jump off a cliff. I'm talking about a bunch of idiots who's noticed the glaring spelling mistake on Sunday. There we go. We've fixed it now. Oh, it's going to be like this, is it? It's going to be like this. No one's going to come out and play. I get it. You've all got something more interesting to watch, is it? Right. Okay. Okay, then. I understand. Oh, God. I understand. I understand completely. I get it. Everyone's got something more interesting to do than watch Matt Taylor TV at 8 o'clock on a Sunday night. Okay, I get it. Well, in that case, I'll play a song for your entertainment. No doubt. Here it is. Why not?
Down the page, a comment comes my way. Wacky, zany, crazy, not for folks your age, they say. But I got fire still burning, I got color, I've got spark. Life ain't meant for fading out or living in the dark. They ain't think time's a cage, but I broke that lock. They say grow up, but I just rock. Why not? Why not? I'm still laughing, still alive, still taking my shot. Why not? Why not? Age can't cage me, can't tell me what I'm not. If they think I should be dull, I say, why not? Why not? The reply says it all, they throw and walk away. But silence ain't an argument, just pride that's gone astray. I wear crazy like a medal, wear wacky like a crown. Life's too short to hand my joy to those who tear it down. They ain't think time's a cage, but I broke that lock. They say grow up, but I just rock. Why not? Why not? I'm still laughing, still alive, still taking my shot. Why not? Why not? Age can't cage me, can't tell me what I'm not. If they think I should be dull, I say why not? Outside the lines, keep the wild alive. Every heartbeat says I'm here to thrive. Years don't steal the spark, they just light the flame. I won't trade my joy for someone else's shame. Why not? Why not? I'm still laughing, still alive, still taking my shot. Why not? Why not? Age can't cage me, can't tell me what I'm not. If they think I should be dull, I say why not? Why not? So call me wacky, zany, crazy, I'll wear it with pride. I'm still rolling, still daring with my soul untied. Why not? Why not?
Yes, damn right, Lenny. It's Sunday night. People are winding down. So while you're here, Lenny, and thanks ever so much for jumping in, saying hi. It makes all the difference. What are you making of these resignations at the BBC? We've got Tim Davie, the BBC Director General, and the new CEO, Deborah Turnus. I mean, fucking hell. They must. I don't know where the buck stops when it comes to editorial decisions at the Panorama, but slicing together quotes by Donald Trump, making out he kind of like encouraged the march on the Capitol Hill, January the 6th, 2021. Shocking. Age won't cage me. What age are you, Matt? I'm 54, buddy. Resignation. Are they bringing Hugh Edwards back? Hey, listen. I just want to pay tribute to Lenny. Lenny is the first one in the house. Thanks, Lenny. And in tribute to Lenny, I would like to play this. Over to you, dedicated to Lenny.
Subscribe to Matt Taylor TV, and I'll make all your wishes come true. Watching Matt Taylor TV always gets me in the mood to play with my wand. I love getting naked while I watch Matt Taylor TV.
Dedicated to you, Lenny. Thanks ever so much. Whenever anyone comes in, they'll get their own promotional video. Over to Lenny, who says, Matt, the first I heard of BBC resignations, mate. Is Rolf Harris making a comeback? No, it's quite a shock, really. Don't know much about the resignations. Didn't they get rid of Neil Oliver? And he's on GB News now. Yes. Yeah, well, just for you. No, I mean, I touched upon this at the start of the show. I'll quickly just go over it again. Why not? Why not indeed? But it's quite interesting. I mean, and it's obviously a big deal and not really the done thing to do for a director and a new CEO. So essentially what happened was, on a Panorama edit, the Panorama edit said, we're going to walk down to the Capitol and I'll be there with you and we fight like hell. Where in actual fact, he actually said, we're going to walk down to the Capitol and we're going to cheer on our brave senators and congressmen and congresswomen. So, factually, Trump said we're going to walk down to the Capitol and we're going to cheer on our brave senators and congressmen and women. And Panorama sliced it, bringing together two quotes 50 minutes apart. We're going to walk down to the Capitol and I'll be there with you and we fight like hell. Shocking, really. Absolutely shocking. The BBC propagating false news. Brian Harvey's mate Alan Yentop died earlier in the year. Yeah, he was good mates with Camilla Batman Jelly. Yes, that Camilla Batman Jelly. Brian had a lot to say about her. They did Trump dirty with a bullshit edit. And they're just like giving Trump a win over and over again. It's like, well, Trump's a bad man, so that entitles us to do bad things. We're good people, really, but we have to fight fire with fire, Bit embarrassing, really. In fact, very embarrassing. So, I'm a bit shocked, actually. I'm a bit shocked that the BBC, integrity, an organisation that prides itself on trust, can do such a nasty, under the waist, dirty tactic. I'm not impressed. Not impressed. And in fact, if I watched the BBC, I would certainly be withdrawing my TV license payment. Not that I'm encouraging anyone to withdraw their BBC TV license payment. That's everyone's choice. And of course, if I was to watch the BBC, I would gladly pay it because I do believe the BBC do a fantastic job. And I'm, quite honestly, I miss Wimbledon. I miss watching Wimbledon. Over to Lenny, who says Alan Yentop was a top boy for years in the BBC. He was mates with Bowie in the 70s. Matt, do you think Bowie was a deep state operative? knew all kinds of punters. Interesting you should say that, because yes, I do essentially. And let me paint this picture. There's a lot of powerful men who have bastards. Okay, so they have bastards with their mistresses, but these powerful men don't want to see their bastards thrown to the wolves, so they look after their bastards. And I do believe, I'm only mirroring what somebody else's research, but there's a conspiracy theory out there that says David Bowie, or Bowie, however you want to pronounce it, was a bastard, and he was looked after, so to say, in the same way as, for example, Peter Sellers. Peter Sellers was a bastard who was looked after. And a lot of the most famous people on the world scene today are bastards who are looked after, and they're given positions of power. Because it's right from the start, a lot of people said David Bowie, or Bowie, however you want to pronounce it, was a totally talentless individual. That's up to debate. I personally think he was brilliant. But yeah, there is a conspiracy theory out there about David Bowie, and I think there's some credence to it. Matt, says Lenny, Paula Mann protested outside the BBC for nearly a year. You're MI5, mate. You're terrible, you are. Convid visited him. Let's state that for the record. Yes, indeed. And funny enough, who else visited him? Brian Harvey. Yeah, but so Convid went to visit him. Brian Harvey went to visit him. I don't think anybody else from our crazy corner of YouTube went to visit him, didn't they? Yeah, and fair dues. I mean, credit to Convid. He does get around. Sorry, Matt. Peter Sellers died of a heart attack in his 50s. He wasn't a mentally well man. Was it only in the 50s? Surely not. Peter, I thought he lasted long. I thought he lasted longer than that, but fair dues, you know. So 25, yeah, 54, yeah. Wow, I didn't know he was so young. Goodness gracious me! Thanks, Lenny. That's a bit of an education. Yes, I remember that. Paula Mann thought Convid was old school MI5. He couldn't. Paula Mann couldn't believe I was genuine when I invited him down to Brighton and he could stay with me. He just couldn't get his head round it. How was Peter Sellers looked after, for fuck's sake? Well, he was given roles. He was made a movie star. You know, he was made a movie star in the same way as all the bastards are looked after. They're either kind of like made politicians, or they're made movie stars or singers. And listen, I'm just a messenger, by the way. I'm just a messenger. I like to think I'm a semi, and I'm not talking about the erections at the moment. I'm a semi-expert in all things conspiracy, if you know what I mean. You know, I've been kind of like commenting on the conspiracy, the world of conspiracy, since 2012. I've got a very successful blog about it, Guerrilla Democracy News. Check it out if you haven't done so already. I think the website should be scrolling along the bottom of the screen. Welcome everyone. Welcome one and all. This is the Matt Taylor TV 8 o'clock show. Sunday live. At the moment we've got Lenny in the house. So listen, don't be shy. Jump on in and say hi. Everyone who jumps in and comments will get a promotional video dedicated to them. If ever there's a reason to jump in and say hi. It's a promotional video dedicated just for you. Over to Lenny, who says, look what happened to River Phoenix and Heath Ledger. Getting famous isn't always a rose garden. I know, Lenny. I know. Tell me about it, mate. You know, not that I know anything about it. I don't know anything about it, but it goes to people's head. You know, but one thing I've noticed about famous people, they've always wanted to be famous, which is quite an interesting dynatomy, whatever the word is. Famous people have always wanted to be famous. And it's good that they reach that fame, because if it's something you've always wanted, I'm glad that they've achieved it. And I'm just thinking of Bananarama, for example. They always wanted to be famous and they were famous. George Michael always wanted to be famous and they became famous. Then again, George Michael died young in his 50s. I do believe it was Christmas Day 2016, maybe. Correct me if I'm wrong. Amy Winehouse was ruined by fame. Don't think I've seen a person so fucked up. Exactly. You know, it's a poison chalice, isn't it? Fame is a fickle industry. And it's, once you're up there, I mean, I've never experienced it, okay? So I'm talking from complete and utter imagination. Once you're put up on that pedestal and admired by everyone, and then all of a sudden the attention is gone and you're left looking around on this pedestal waiting for the admiration and none is forthcoming, is that the downside of it? I don't know. Think of someone who got famous and then caught unawares of how bullshit it is. I think it happens quite a lot. I'm thinking, I've got Mel Gibson in mind for some reason. A lot of people have looked away from fame and fortune. I was thinking of Mel Gibson, but then again, he's out in Italy making the Temptation Part 2, which is quite good. Matt, thankfully, all of Bananarama are still alive, and some are still gigging. You know, I've rediscovered Shakespeare's Sister, because I use Alexa here, and I use Alexa for all my music, and I've got Alexa to play some some Shakespeare's Sister, and I tell you, apart from the hits of Shakespeare's Sister, who incidentally, one of the women in Shakespeare's Sister was also in Bananarama, I believe. I could be wrong. Some great songs. And actually, the woman who was in Bananarama, who went on to be in Shakespeare's Sister, I think she was also married to the bloke from Eurythmics. It's all connected. Yes, that's right. You don't have to go mental. You don't have to go mental after the 15 minutes of fame is gone. I mean, I'll just love it. I would have made the money, live out my life nice and happy. Yes, Sabina, however you pronounce that, and Marcella Detroit. Lovely, weren't they? Oh, Stay came out in 1992, didn't it? Oh, it was on the radio, chronic back then. Some great tunes, man. And the point I was making about Shakespeare's Sister, their lesser music, their music that weren't hits, bloody brilliant. And so when I'm out with my girlfriend up in Kent, we often go down to the local town. And it's great for charity shops. And I like looking around in the charity shops for CDs. And I'm definitely keeping my eye out for some Shakespeare's Sister albums. Because, of course, as we all know, on any album, you got 1 or 2, 3 hits. And the rest are just, stocking fillers. But from what I've come to appreciate, the Shakespeare's Sister stocking fillers are Bloody brilliant. Love it. And, you know, it may be that some of the songs was written by the bloke from Eurythmics, whatever his name is. Yeah, music. Isn't that lovely, though? Aren't we blessed to have music in life? Wouldn't life be so weird if we didn't have music, eh? Oh, to Lenny, he says, Matt, I can see you in a stretch limo dating Linda Lusardi. Oh, she's gorgeous, wasn't she? And running or rubbing shoulders with Dale Winton and Les Dennis. Dale Winton's dead now, isn't he? Dale Winton's dead. He was great friends with Cilla Black, also dead. And of course, Les Dennis, he went out with what's her name? Gorgeous lady. Les Dennis married to Amanda Holden. That's it. It's all interlinked, you know. And they actually had quite a long marriage from 1995 to 2003. That's 8 years, man. 8 years married to Amanda Holden. That's you know, that's fun times, mate. Matt, you'll be hanging out with Lorraine Kelly. Telling her your problems. I ain't got no problems, mate. I've only got blessings. You'll be doing life stories with that shit house Piers Morgan. Lenny, you want to roll, mate? You want to roll? Yeah, no. My only fame will be books. I'm going to be a world famous author, and I haven't done much writing today. In fact, I haven't done any writing today. People always thought Les Dennis was punching well above his weight. Well, you know, I may well be being a bit unfair, but do you reckon Amanda Holden married Les Dennis as a stepping stone to fame and fortune? That's what a lot of people say. But either way, beautiful woman. She's a beautiful lady, Amanda Holden. Sure, oh blimey, governor. But anyway, all women are beautiful. Every woman is. The fact that they're a woman makes them beautiful, in my opinion. I even had a wet dream of Neelu Berry the other night, Lenny. I can't get it out of my mind. I really can't. Matt, have you seen the cut of Salman Rushdie now? Some wrong'un took out the eye of his head. Really? Have you seen the cutout? Oh, right, the cutout of Salman Rushdie. Some wrong'un took out the eye of his head. No, I haven't seen that. Talking about eyes, there was this modern art. Oh yeah, I see. I know, I had not familiar with it. There was this modern art sculpture of this kind of like of this monster with no eyes, and someone stuck eyes on him. What's all that about, eh? It's like the modern day Patch. Amanda Holden, she's all plastic now. Plasticine. Salman Rushdie, yeah, some creep tried to kill him with a can opener. Fucking hell. Sad, isn't that, eh? Sad. Oh, it's a cruel world we live in. It's a cruel world. Matt, who was the beautiful blonde TV presenter back in the 90s? ITV. Selena Scott, maybe? Selena Scott? She was gorgeous. Was she blonde? Selena Scott. Sarah Green. She was a gorgeous one as well. Sarah Green. Selena Scott. Oh, they're all beautiful though, aren't they? All women are beautiful. Crikey. Who was that who was that woman who used to go around in a helicopter on the hunt? Yes, right, Selena Scott. I think it's a different one. Yeah. Well, there's so many in there. Hey, so Lenny, you know, are you trying to get back on the scene? You haven't taken my advice, have you, to sign up to Plenty of Fish? I bet you haven't, have you? You're missing a trick there, mate. You're missing a trick. Goodness gracious me. Oh, slow night tonight. Thanks ever so much, Lenny, for coming in. Otherwise, I'd have no one to talk to. So, yeah, it's very kind of you. Very, very generous of you to, you know, to give up your time to share it with me. Thanks ever so much. I went for a nice walk today. That's my claim to fame. And I was listening to a lot of, Annika Rice. Yeah, but that wasn't the blonde you were thinking about, was it? Of course, I listened to a lot of Jupiter reviewing Den Tarragon. I don't know why I waste my bloody time, to be fair. It's all a load of rubbish. I'm not on POF, Matt. No, Lenny, fucking hell, man. I'm trying to give you some good advice. I mean, I'm like a middle-aged, overweight, hairy gorilla, and I found love. I mean, I don't know what you're like, but you know, you've got a great personality, caring, sharing, generous with your time. That alone will get you a date, mate. It don't matter, you know, how good looking you are. You know, the picture of me at the moment, that's AI, mate. You know, I'm well fitter than that in the picture. Joking. Oh, fucking hell. Somebody save me. You know, I've got these little promotional pictures, so let's just do that for a bit of laugh.
Somewhere out there is a YouTube channel called MattTaylorTV.
Oh, God, somebody save me.
Take everything I say with a pinch of salt and a sniff of paprika.
Yeah, man.
Are you looking for action? Watch Matt Taylor TV for all the action you can handle.
Yeah. If you haven't subscribed, make sure you do. You can always unsubscribe later. You know, no pressure. No pressure. So, Lenny, you know the old saying, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't get the water to drink. You know, and I feel as if that's the situation with you, mate. I can lead you to the water, but getting you to drink is a different kettle of fish. But it's a sure way. It's the sure way of finding love in the modern age. Yes, sorry, Matt. I meant Athena Turner. She was gorgeous. She still is, isn't she? She's still about. Didn't she divorce someone? She was in a marriage with a famous person, wasn't she? Who was she married to? Athena Turner. And then she left that bloke to go with another one. Oh, I don't know. I'm not really so clued up. With the love lives of the rich and famous. Matt, you seem obsessed with my love life, mate. I'm not so much obsessed. I just want to see you happy, Lenny. I want to see you happy, and I know you'll be happy with a lady in your life. Okay? I'm certainly happy with a lady in my life. Athena Turner, I think she went broke, proper broke, in debt. Had some show involving cleaning houses, yes. Matt, I haven't a clue, mate. Yeah, nor do I. I haven't got a clue on most things, to be fair. No, but Lenny, I just want to see you happy, mate. I just want to see you happy, and it still makes me shudder remembering your last experience down the pub when you got touched up by that gay bloke. Ultimately, some people would welcome being touched up by a gay bloke, but I remember that's like it knocked your confidence. But let's not talk about that in public, okay? Yeah, nothing wrong with cleaning houses. A domestic divas type show, I know. Oh, who was that lady? I think she was maybe a children's presenter, kind of like a Blue Peter presenter. And she went on to produce a haunted show in which they walk around haunted houses. And she produced that herself with her husband. And she made a load of money, mate. A load of money. Matt, you had second-hand embarrassment. I know. Oh, I still think about that. There was no gay encounter, Matt. Wind your neck in sand. Yeah, I don't know what I'm on about. I was totally making that up. Yes, Yvette Fielding. She went on to make a lot of money through that haunted business, through those haunted shows. I mean, her shows were all on the other terrestrial channels, weren't they? But I think her and her husband made a killing. And they continue. Yes, that's right. Most Haunted. With Derek, however you pronounce that, a corner. Made a load of money. Like millions. And that's, if ever you want to become a millionaire, start your own production company up and sell your show to whoever wants to buy it. Did Merseyside Police Fraud Squad have a dossier on a corner? Contacting dead husbands. Oh, yeah, that rings a bell. That does ring a bell, actually. I wonder what that's all about. Yeah, rings a bell. Not really too sure. Well, that's something I want to do, actually. That's something I've got in my mind. I want to do a live stream from a graveyard. That'd be nice, mate. I will get around to doing that one time. You get those silly apps on your phone in which they detect ghosts. So that's something I'm looking forward to do. All for the purposes of entertainment, of course. People grieving dead ones are so desperate to communicate with them, they will believe their dead husbands would contact a corner. Yeah, I mean, it's so easy to rip off, isn't it? To rip off the public. And of course, people have been ripping off the public for centuries, claiming to contact their dead. We do live in a rip-off culture. Let's play another promotional video.
Subscribe to MattTaylorTV for disturbing content.
Yeah, man. There's no better place to come for disturbing content than Matt Taylor TV. Over to Lenny. Derek O'Connor is dead himself now. Really? I didn't know. Remember when he said he was talking to Michael Jackson? No, all that's news to me. Crikey. No. I'm none the wiser. How fascinating. So that Yvette Fielding is a widow now. Right. Oh. How fascinating. I've read a few good books about the afterlife. In fact, that's one of my favourite genres of books to read. I love a good ghost story. Why would the world's biggest pop singer contact some old scouse bloke for a chinwag? Hey mate, there's no hierarchy in heaven, which is a load of bollocks, because apparently there is. Oh, okay, my mistake. I'm thinking about the wrong person. So Yvette wasn't married to a corner, right? Yeah. Hey, listen, you know what these famous people are like. They're desperate for a bit of limelight, aren't they? Even from the other side. 10 minutes to go, everyone. 10 minutes to go. Thank God for Lenny. Otherwise, I would have been talking to myself for the whole hour. Mate, us small YouTube channels who don't usually get any viewers, you are our lifeline, Lenny. You are, sometimes without you in the chat, the old proverbial weed bush would be tumbling bush would be going across the screen. Seriously, Matt, would Liz Taylor contact you, Matt, to complain about Richard Burton? Do me a favour. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I'll see what you're saying. I totally see what you're saying, Lenny. Totally see what you're saying. But you never know. You never know what kind of mood Liz Taylor would be in. But hey, that remains the big unknown, doesn't it? What happens after death? It's the big unknown. Let's have another promotional video.
On long missions into space, MattTaylorTV is all I watch.
Oh, that's embarrassing. When you're dead, you're dead. Nobody is sending messages. Well, not according to some of the horror books I've read. It all depends on your death, I suppose. You know what I mean? If you've suddenly been yanked away from the living when you've still got a message to give or a goal to meet. But yeah, I'm with you on that, Lenny. Once you're dead, and you don't come back. Alex Best was claiming George Best was moving stuff in her house, desperate for attention. The Sun newspaper would literally print anything. I mean, I saw this. I read this great book called "The Show Goes On," and it's about Freddie Starr. How Freddie Starr was making contact with his best mate after death. And honestly, it's so compelling. So compelling. I totally fell for it. And I continue to believe it. I think there has been contact after death. And I'm a firm believer in it, actually.
Subscribe to MattTaylorTV. Matt Taylor boldly goes where no one goes before.
Yeah, so true, Lenny. So true. People are grieving, so they're vulnerable to these sickos. What's the actual thing Lenny says? To these sickos, yes. But like I said, the show goes on, chronicling Freddie Starr's contact. I mean, it's just like, it's conclusive, in my opinion. It's bloody conclusive. But I don't think I'll be hanging around to make contact once I pass over. I intend to get going, really, and move on. Anyone who has experienced intense grief knows you long for that person to give you a sign. Yeah. And I think that's the the thing about death, isn't it? Because no one knows conclusively, it's still such a taboo, and there's still so much emotion around death. And that's only because we don't know. And I think in the same way the secrets are kept from us about the true nature of time and space, the true nature of our mind, I think the true nature of death is hidden from us. Apparently there's a whole CIA dossier on death. Matt, is Sophia Loren still alive? I think she is. I think she is. I like a bit of Sophia Loren. But yeah, Dick Cheney died last Tuesday, I know. Prunella Scales died too, yes. Rest in peace to a very funny woman. And of course, rest in peace, Paula Collins also went last week. I mean, we all go. And it still breaks my heart thinking about Paul Ross Broadstock, King Arthur champion, leaving 3 teenage boys behind. Heartbreaking. And the only thing that doesn't break my heart is the belief in the afterlife, knowing that we're going to meet up with our loved ones again. That's the only thing that keeps me smiling, really. That personal belief that we will all be reunited in paradise. Yes, Shirley Valentine. I used to love Pauline Collins, whatever her name was, Shirley Valentine. Lovely woman. But like I said, you know, all women are lovely. All women are lovely, and everyone is unique and beautiful in their own way, because we've all got spirit, and that's the main thing. To die before your kids are fully reared always seems a massive tragedy to me. I know, it's just so, and it breaks my heart, that poor Ross Broadstock. And to hear, you know, that disgusting individual, James Hines, say good riddance to Ross Broadstock, that was so painful. And honestly, people are so cruel. So cruel. But, you know, ultimately, that's why God brought the flood. Because evil and cruelty cannot be allowed to fester. Remember, good is God, and God is good. Listen, I'm going to be wrapping it up in the next minute or two. Thanks ever so much, Lenny, for coming in. My father's friend died young of a heart attack. The mother steps up and has to do their best. I know. I mean, luckily, I'm happy to go at any time now. My kids will be fine. And it's great seeing Lewis turn into a young man. Obviously, I'm looking forward to sticking around a lot longer, of course. I've got no plans to go just yet. But yeah, life is insane. And should it be insane? That's the thing. Is it insane by itself, or do the rest of us make it insane? I think it's the latter. Life shouldn't be insane, but it's been made insane by everyone else. If that makes sense. Hey, listen, I'll be back tomorrow. Thanks ever so much. Yes, Matt, you could live till you're 104, another 50 years of banter. What I do plan on, Lenny, is turning myself into an AI. That's a definite plan I've got. So I'll be around as an AI program. Be rest assured. Trust me. Trust me. I'll definitely be around as an AI. You can count on that. Until the next time, everyone, thanks ever so much for tuning in. Well, I'm directly referring to Lenny. Lenny, thank you ever so much for tuning in. You're always a great company, and you're a great bloke, and you deserve So have a great woman in your life. So bite the bullet. Bite the bullet and get on to Hoff.
Subscribe to Matt Taylor TV and let your body move with the flow.
Yes, indeed. Matt, when you get to 104, Elon Musk could freeze you and show you to the 21st century, son. Matt, you're on top form tonight. No, mate, you are on top form. You're a star, Lenny, and I cannot thank you enough for your company. Until the next time, thanks ever so much for your company. Here we go. Bye-bye. Farewell. Sweet dreams.
Taylor, you big, fat, stupid, uncouth, talentless, graceless, moronic, dirty, criminal scumbag. I hate you, Matt. I really do. I hate you with a passion. I hate you more than I hate fucking Vladimir Putin. And he's a right knobhead. So bear that in mind. You stupid wanker. You're a fucking idiot. You loser. You fucking knob.